Well, that was a crappy loss. 7-game winning streak is over, but it is what it is. It is what it is, right? So, you have to come back tomorrow. I think tomorrow it is Bryce Miller versus, I think, Luis Hill. Is it Hill or Cortez? I don't remember. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah, it's a frustrating loss, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. But again, they are in first place. The Orioles are losing right now, too. So if that remains the same, then the Yankees will not have lost any ground to the Orioles. So, and I'll double check right now. Orioles are, still down 5-3 in the bottom of the sixth. They're down 5-3. So, but it is what it is. Yeah, Jonathan, man, sorry you went to. Well, at least they were winning when you were there. Yeah, and it was a crappy opportunity. Crappy blown save for Holmes, his first real legitimate blown save, and Stroman lost an opportunity to win a game there. He was fantastic. He was really fantastic. Threw in pitched into the eighth, so run ball. But Ken, Stephen B, Jonathan, what's happening, gang? Peanut, Jack, yeah. Buckeye's here. Consigliere's here. Rose is here. Yep. Yeah, Soto, I don't think Soto's going anywhere. I'm with you there, Texas Buckeye. Where's he going to go? Where's he going to go? And yeah, we do have something special. And even special teams. The 1998 team, probably the greatest team of all time. They lost 48 times. 48. Happens. Even the best teams lose. Yes, indeed. Wink is here. Yeah. Joe Brown. What's happening? Clemenza. Stephen B. None. Yeah. Chris Schmidt. Yeah. Let's see. Where are you getting these stats from, Rank? Your Yankee record when scoring 5 runs or more in a game is 25-2. They only have 4 tonight. Where are you coming up with these stats, Rose? Did you do the calculation themselves, or did somebody feed that one to you? Just curious. Michael? Ask myself. I'll take him over Josh Hader. And this team has shown that it can bounce back after a little bit of adversity. So, I'm okay with that. We can blame Holmes. We can blame Boone. Good teams are going to lose. We don't really need to find blame. What's the point? Yeah, Mo blew Game 7 of the World Series in 2001. He also blew the 1997 championship. He gave up a walk-off home run to Sandy Alomar in the playoffs. In the ALDS to put the Indians in the ALCS. Remember that too? These are pretty much cheap hits off Holmes in the ninth and not good defense either. So just unfortunate. Just got to shake it off tomorrow. I'll shake it off tonight and then come back tomorrow. Period. I'm over it. Jack. Ken. Yeah, exactly. 2 infield hits and a blue pit. I mean, these are the types of hits that Mariano gives up. Rivera used to give up. Blue pits, cheap hits. Same thing. Right? No. Yeah. You'd rather have Munoz than Clint Holmes. Let's see. He definitely throws hard. But hard throwing doesn't really mean that much. I'm looking up Andres Munoz's stats here. just so we can pull him up, close it for the Mariners. I mean, he's 2-2, 186 ERA, 26 strikeouts. So decent, decent. It's pretty good. Holmes just as good. Yeah. TD Johnny, that's good. Yeah, Glaber scored a run. Alex Verdugo was solid. Stroman was solid too. I'm confident the Yankees will come back tomorrow strong. Stroman boys, he'll 2 bottles. Nice, dude. Classy move by Stroman, taking care of his teammates. Yeah. Pulled defensively. I don't disagree with that, Stephen B. Yeah, I mean, you could put in, you can, once DJ comes back, you can even move Birdie to second and put DJ in third, or put DJ second, Birdie third. Like, you have options. We need him to come back. I mean, we have Oswaldo Cabrera too. He can be an option too. But right now, we need one of those guys to come back, and I don't think Peraza is going to come back. I have a feeling they're going to try and trade Oswald Peraza, but we'll see. Yeah, exactly. The season's over, Brent. Exactly. The collapse has begun. Yeah, I mean, Josh Hader's got, 3 or 4 blown saves already. So does the guy Mason Miller from the Oakland A's. Yep. It happens. It happens. But, I'm happy with Verdugo. I'm happy, even Soto's kind of coming around again. He had about an 8-game skid or something like that too. He really did. And he had 2 bombs yesterday, and then today, 2 more hits. So I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah, the same. Yeah, double plays. I mean, I saw it since Johnny TD. It was in the 8th inning. Stanton hit that rocket into a double play. It was like 200 miles an hour. He hit the ball so freaking hard. He doubled him up really quickly. Hey, Jennifer Negron, how are you? How are you? I think so too, Steven. I think Peraza is likely to get traded. Whether he shines with a new team or not, I wish him well either way. They just, they clearly aren't making a spot for him here. So, I'd rather him go to another team. Hopefully, it's a team internationally where he can play well. No. Hey, Robert. Yeah, that's it. Man, it happens. Look at, I mean, he had 20 good games and then a bad one. I'll take that type of production all day, every day, twice on Sunday. So, yeah, they'll be fine. Right? Exactly, Brandon. They'll be fine. Exactly, Lorenzo. Demon D's here too. What's good? Yeah, well, exactly. You gotta fire these guys. Fire Boone and fire Cashman. They gotta go, man. Yep. Why get Miller, Johnny? Just out of curiosity, why get Miller? Why is Mason Miller the answer? Just out of curiosity. He's good. I'm not saying not good, but the expectation is you'd have to give up somebody like Jason Dominguez or Spencer Jones and more for him. There's no way in the world I'd do that for a closer. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we lost a couple of offensive opportunities, Conciotti. You got that right. We really did. We've got to clean that up. The Orioles are losing. Yep. Ellie De La Cruz. To play where, Brent? Where would he play? And why would the Reds trade him? He did allow him a shot, and he gave up a home run. What's the this? You want to? You want to blame Boone? Go right ahead, Michael. Exactly, Stephen B. Yeah, let's call him up, Josh Van Meter. Exactly, number one. Yeah, yeah. Rizzo could have made a better play at first base. I agree. Joe, it's Santa, man. I just wish he could run a little faster and didn't hit the ball so freaking hard. Otherwise, he might not have been doubled up. That's one reason. I think the second hand. I think is one reason why Gleyber Torres is not going to be back or potentially might be traded. Makes mistakes constantly, and yeah, crucial moments of the game. Yeah, yeah. It's one reason I think that he might get either moved or moved on from, which I think will happen either way. Why do you feel confident, Johnny TD? Why do you feel confident with Mason Miller? What do we know about him? They threw one good inning against the Yankees. He threw fast. What else do you know about him? He missed 3 months last year with a shoulder problem and the UCL. So wow, is that going to be factored into your calculus? Did you know that? I mentioned it about 4 times. Just curious, why Mason Miller? Because a couple of channels talking about him incessantly. A couple of beat writers talking about him incessantly. Just I want to get some insight from you guys and gals. But yeah, double plays definitely killed us, right? No doubt about that. Yeah. Tiffany, how are you? Yeah, the O's are losing. That's right. Yeah, silver lining here. Yeah, I know the Knicks, unfortunately. Yeah. Too many key injuries terrible injuries to key players late in the season. So it was terrible. Uh oh. Uh oh. Let's be nice. Yeah, we can blame whatever we want, whoever we want, Javier. Like, I mean, didn't have it today, unfortunately. But he got, two cheap hits and a blue pit, and that's what they got. So, and other closers do the same thing, like Mason Miller, like Josh Hader, like Emmanuel Clase from the Guardians. All these folks do it. It's not only Holmes. I understand Yankee fans are pissed. Garrett Whitlock, ligament arm. Oh boy, is he with Boston, Jack? Oh boy, another arm problem. Well, exactly, Ken. Thank you. It's gonna cost 3 top prospects. Suspect arm with a previous injury history. Yeah, Clay is better than Oliver Bray. Yes, he is. David Robertson. Wow. Yeah. I don't know. What do you say? Let's be nice, folks. Let's be nice to each other. Come on. Yeah. Well, hold on here, folks. Come on. Holmes is a guy. He's closed a lot of big games so far, Johnny. But again, who would we replace him with? Who? That we know would be better. Yeah, I pass on me similar too. Yeah, that to me is just red flags waiting to happen. Thank you, Murderers Row. He's human, and again, he had a 0.000 ERA, in the 20 games leading up to this. 0-0-0. That's pretty darn good. And Stanton hit 320. Yeah, I mean, again, he hit the ball really hard. I just hit it to a glove, and they got him out. You know, Stanton's not going anywhere. Miller has potential for a buy, yeah, but it's not at the not at Jason, not at the price of Dominguez and Spencer Jones or Will Warren and Chase Hampton's. No way, no way I would give up those guys for Mason Miller. Exactly, they don't need it. They can get somebody else to add to the bullpen if they need to. And we have reinforcements coming. We've got Tommy Kahnle coming. We've got other guys coming. So fresh arms are coming to the bullpen in short time. So let's be nice, people. Coconut, what's good? Let's be nice to each other, gang. Come on. Yeah, well, exactly. Exactly, Buckeye. They like spending Yankees monies. And there's a couple of content creators that do the same thing. I don't care about 8 years from now, blah, blah, blah. I want to win now, blah, blah, blah. And all this stuff. Yeah. They should have gotten Hader. They should have gotten this one. They should have gotten that one. They could because they're the Yankees, and money is not my money. I don't care. And they should have traded hit the farm for Corbin Burns. And it's the same stuff. And then you have, a couple other people follow these talking points, and they bring them to places, and it's just, Who are we going to trade for, Mello, for a closer? We have a closer, but who are we going to trade for? Who would we trade for? Yeah, I don't think Miller's going to be worth the price. But I think it's important, folks, to remember, let's enjoy the 20 games that we had. One game on occasion. Let's not lose our minds. It's one game. We had 20 good ones before this. That's pretty darn good. It's a pretty good stretch of performance. So I'll take that. We have a closer, Mello. He could, he could play himself out, Word Life. He can play himself out of a QO. Yep. Mm-hmm. Who, TD? Who do we need? What other closer do we need that's available? Yes, he had another closer. Why do we need something like this? We have what does he do that other Yankee relievers don't do? Out of curiosity, Mello. Yeah, James. I mean, Holmes got done dirty today, but he didn't do himself any favors either, play Holmes. So he's not can't scapegoat him either. Well, you that right. The defense did not show up for Holmes. Yeah, but again, he didn't do himself any favors, so he was part of it too. I would forget Miller, Sylvia. Miller's going to cost way too much. Helsley is another guy maybe they'll consider to add to the bullpen. Yeah, exactly, James. Let the Mariners dance around. Just like the Blue Jays do when they win a game. Go ahead, let them. Let them. Tell him, Ken. Yeah. Yeah, he did lose. Got the L. But we did leave 9 on base. We had twice bases loaded. Nothing to show for it. Our offense did not come through when they needed to. So it was a combination of, but again, they won 7 games leading up to this point. At some point, this was going to happen. It would have been nice if it was longer, but it is what it is. Maybe they can start a new winning streak now. That's why I'll take it. What are you willing to give up for Ryan Helsley, Mello? from the Cardinals. What are you willing to give up? And where are the Yankees vulnerable, TD? Johnny TD. Yeah, we have 110 games left. We'll be okay. Yes, we do know, Keith. Some people don't like to hit, don't like to say that, but you know, it is what it is. Hiccups can turn into a pattern. Trade Dominguez for who, Johnny TV? Who would you trade Dominguez for? That's a lot of fans are not going to like that one. That would outrage fans moving Dominguez. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, big time props to Marcus Stroman for what he did tonight. Big time props. And yeah, I mean, like I said, this too Dominguez's prospects though. He had 2 good weeks in the majors last year. It doesn't make him the next coming of Mickey Mantle. He's got to do that consistently for a longer period of time. Peraza and some pitching for Helsley. Well, I think Peraza will get moved. For who, I'm not sure. But that's a start. And again, I don't know if he'd be replacing Clay Holmes. I'm not looking to replace Clay Holmes. I'm looking to complement them in the back end of the bullpen. Yeah. Stroman, yeah, I mean, Stroman's really happy here. He loves being here. And I think, his team's gonna, try to pick him up tomorrow and win that game for him tomorrow. So, again, this is a learning lesson for the Yankees. It really is. You don't feel Holmes will last. Why do you feel that way, TD? The other 2 years he's been here, he's had sub 3 ERA both years, consistent across the board. So why do you feel that way? Well, that's the job of the closer, Don, and they said it too. He pitches about every 3 days. Clay Holmes. So looks like he was right on for when to pitch again. So yeah, I'm not surprised they brought in Clay Holmes. Would I've been okay if they left him leave? Sure, but they didn't. I like what Miller's doing. Johnny T, you would trade Dominguez for Mason Miller? Yeah, Ken Narvaez. I mean, look, their starting catcher Wilson Contreras has a fractured arm, so you'd have to send a catching prospect to the Cardinals, no doubt about it, no doubt about it, and a good one. Hmm. I think if you traded Dominguez for Mason Miller, fans would be outraged. I really do. I think fans would go crazy. Yeah, coconuts. I mean, he did. He did. And Yankees will be fine. They'll back him up again. They'll be all right. Yeah, man, hit that like button, gang. Let's celebrate. I mean, Stroman's great performance. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate the things that we did have that was good. That were good. Verdugo, his 3 hits, and he did his thing. Stroman did his thing. So happy to see it. Very happy to see it. Yeah, Jonathan, you missed it. Yeah. I noticed some Yanks coming out of the Yankee dugout as Mariners had their dance party. Extra moment. Yeah, James, that's stuff I want to see. They're gonna come out tomorrow. I'm gonna shove it. I'm gonna shove it right down your throats for doing that. And you do, yeah, you do. Enjoy your little dance tonight. Go right ahead. Yeah, John, exactly. It's one game, and you want that one game to treat like your World Series. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. You know, enjoy that. I'm telling you, Ken. They probably burn the place to the ground. A lot of fans if you traded Dominguez for Mason Miller. Yeah, fans would be outraged. Yeah, it's too early to tell Johnny TV like Dominguez being star material. Like I think he'll be a good player, but I'm not. It's I'm not joining that hype train like he's the next Mickey Mantle. Just like I'm not joining this Hiroki Sasaki hype train or Henry Lane or Roderick Arias hype train. They're good and highly touted, but they haven't proven themselves at any high level yet. Potential is great, but that's it. That's it. You know, who closes tomorrow, Michael? Oh, they've got a lot of guys. A lot of guys that didn't pitch tonight. Joan Duran, another one, Aiden from the Twins. He would cost a boatload of money too. Tanner Scott of the Marlins. Is he available? Number one Yankee fan. I don't know if he is or not. Yeah, it was a dick punch, Daniel. That's a good point. At the Knicks lost yesterday, it felt like a dick punch. Yeah, it did. It was a brutal loss. I wouldn't say unnecessary. I mean, it was bound to happen. All right, the Yankees' record again. They're what are they? 17 games over 500 right now. Let me do a double check here. The standings. Yeah, 33 and 16. The Orioles are 29 and 15. So we're a game and a half above the Orioles. And speaking of the Orioles score, they're still losing. Now they're losing 6-3 instead of 5-3 going into the eighth. So it looks like the Yankees could keep that 1.5 game lead. No. Luke Weaver's Luke Weaver's definitely a good seated in long relief here, man. I like what Luke Weaver brings to his team. I really do. He's good. No. But got to shake it off. Tomorrow's another day. 17 games over 500. I'll take that any day of the week. I did not expect this team to be this far ahead right now, at all. Yeah, I don't understand the logic. I think a couple of channels are running with the Holmes hate right now. So if that's the case, it was almost it's same thing as running with the Boone hate, the Cashman hates. It's blah blah blah. So, but I don't know. I don't know, Stephen B. You know. Yeah, my God, honestly, I'm not a fan of the City Connects. I hope the Yankees don't do it. I mean, but if they did it, that sounds like something like I would do. But I hope they keep their traditional pinstripes and traditional roadways. Like I don't want to have this fancy schmancy. Like I can't stand the Mets City Connects. I can't stand the Philly City Connects. Just I don't know. I don't know. I want the Yankees to be different, but that's just me. Hmm. Yeah, definitely, most definitely selling this year, and he's a free agent after this year. Who's a free agent number one? Who are you referring to number one as a free agent? Tanner Scott. Okay, I know that they're shopping Jazz Chisholm. Um, you know, does Chisholm still play second base? I don't know. That I don't know. Yeah, I'm of the same opinionated. I think they're gonna buy and sell at the deadline. But right now, there's no obvious, at least in my opinion, there's no obvious trade need. It's like, oh my god, he's one piece away. They've got to get this and blah blah. I can't. I don't see it. No. And they're running for how many wins? Wins, Jennifer? I would say 95 to 96. I think I'm leaning on the conservative side here, and I hope they win more than that. Surpass my expectations. Exactly, Ken. I don't want to mess with City Connect. I don't want to do it. So, and I've heard Chisholm is an option to replace Torres too. I wonder what the Marlins would take. Is the question. Yeah, Tommy Canley. I wouldn't say he's a bust. He's been pretty good, Johnny TD. Why do you say he's a bust? I'm curious. Opening call for wins 95 since he's 95. I think I'd actually pick 96 if I'm not mistaken. Um, let's see. Tommy Canley pitched for 2.66 ERA last year. Let's pull up stats. Yeah, 2.66 with the Yankees. Aside from that, pretty decent. Pretty decent. But I mean, yeah, I mean, well, Buckeye. You know why they did it is because John Birdie had a 500 batting average versus Logan Gilbert. That's why they batted Birdie. So I'm not surprised there. A couple of relievers might get traded. A couple of relievers might be acquired. So it's going to be. I think if there's going to be moving pieces, it might be in the bullpen, and maybe adding one starter. Maybe. Mm-hmm. Didn't put Cabrera. So yeah, Steven, yeah, I would agree. ERA isn't the best. I don't think it's the best stat for relievers either. It can be deceptive. A reliever can come in with bases loaded and give up a run and still close the game and have a 0.00 ERA because the runner he inherited was put on by another pitcher. That run would be charged to that pitcher. So at that point, the only runner that's responsible or that the pitcher's responsible for, the closer responsible, is the guy that's batting at home plate. So he could have given up 3 runs and the that bat could have been a 3-run triple, and all those 3 runs would have gone to the pitcher before. Yeah, yeah. Bryce Miller, yeah. I hear Brian Wu Aiden, so. hmm Yeah, Canley's had some frustrating injuries, but he's been pretty good for the Yankees. He has been pretty good for the Yankees. So I'm excited that Canley's coming back, and then Scotty Frost a little behind Canley, bringing a different dynamic to the bullpen too, which will be good. He's having a rough year, Daniel. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, exactly. Who's overrated, Johnny TD? Who you referring to? Yeah, Murder's Row. I mean, They tried to go what was working with what was working, and tonight it stopped working. We'll see if it goes back to it tomorrow. You know? Yeah, Mason Miller. Let me put this up here. Trade package for Mason Miller. Everson Pereira and a pitcher. Oh, it's going to cost more than that, Aiden. It's going to cost a lot more than Everson Pereira and a pitcher. Yeah. Yeah. Glaber had the one good year, TD, when he had 38 home runs, and then it looked like he tried to turn into a power hitter and did not work for him, and it hasn't worked for him since. Yeah. And not that I know of, James. No quality stars available yet right now. Well, no. Johnny Cueto, but he's older. Mm-hmm. Evan, yeah, if you replace Glaber. Well, exactly, Evan. If you do replace Glaber, do you sit him or you try to trade him? Not a ton of value. Exactly. You could option him out and place somebody in his place, and you get DFA him and so on. And you can put him on waivers, and if he gets claimed, then the acquiring team takes in his salary. But the draft picks, if you give him a QO, and right now it wouldn't be wise to give him a QO. So, yeah, exactly, NFA. Yo. Not the result we wanted, but oh well, it is what it is. We shake it off, we come back tomorrow. That's it. Yeah, that's what we're hearing, Stephen B. They would want Jones or Dominguez, Pereira, Hampton, or Beater for Miller right now, and then more. And more. And I'm not sure about that. Mm-mm. Mhm. It will be a steep, steep, steep prices. No doubt about that. None. No doubt about it. Canley will be back. It sounds as if he's going to come back, I think, Wednesday. Let me check and see if the Yankees have made any roster moves after the game. Because they generally wouldn't make any a roster move. We know, I think that the next roster move is likely going to be Tommy Canley. Let's see here. Yankees. Nothing yet. Nothing yet for the Yankees. Okay. No, nothing. Oh, exactly, murderer's row. Yeah. You might, James. Like you like depending on what team. You could package him with Nestor Cortez. You could package him with Oswald Peraza. Like, you could do so many things. And try to get some, piece replacements for these guys. Mm-hmm. Yeah, nah. Zach Eflin, he's hurt. Nah, I wouldn't trade for guys hurt. Not a pitcher. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Yankees did most of this themselves tonight, unfortunately. So they'll learn from it. They have to learn from it. Figure out a way to get better tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Here's the other thing that we're not mentioning too, Rob. Like those guys are absolutely depth. We haven't mentioned Yorbit Vivas. We haven't mentioned um, Caleb Durbin. We haven't mentioned quite a few guys that could also supplement them as prospect position depth in the infield and outfield. TJ Runfield. So there's quite a few good players that are potentially available that have been mentioned. Ones that aren't hyped. So. Yeah. If you're wondering if Boone will sit down, maybe. Maybe. CB, yeah, it's possible. Yep. Yeah, man. This, Aiden. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Aiden with the Marlins. Whether they move Chisholm or not, and some of these other guys still remains to be seen. Mm-hmm. Oswaldo Birdie, it's an interesting question. I like both sides, both bats. Birdie's got more power. Which Birdie's got. Yeah, they have different intangibles, right? One's better with one is better with the other, and it sounds like they're going to make the decision on who to play based on who they're pitching against, and the players that they're playing against as well. So we can who can maximize the defense better, whose bat do we need who's a little bit better bat, and so on and so forth. So they would make a decision, I think, based on those types of ingredients, or they push both of them out, and we'll see what happens there too. But yeah, I mean, it might have to be considered. Consigliere send him to AAA to get his head straight. Torres, yeah. Goldschmidt, we don't need Aiden. We don't need Goldschmidt. Yankees. Yeah. Would I trade second? Well, prospects play. Torres flames out. Depends. Like we have right now, we've got Yorbit Beavis. We've got obviously DJ coming. You have Corbin, Caleb Durbin, and so some good infield depth. Really good infield depth. On the outfield side, they've got Oscar Gonzalez too. Remember, they got him off waivers from the Guardians, and him and Yorbit Vivas both fractured their orbital bones, hitting a foul ball at their face. But now they're back in rehab. So I'm hearing Oscar Gonzalez hitting bombs already, which is good, which is fantastic. You know, first loss after leading after 7 innings. Yeah, it happens. Unfortunately, but that's a hell of a record, 29-1. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cardinals are, yeah, they're up 6-3 on the Orioles. Yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. Daniel Berry Sports is in place. What's good? Give the A's Nestor Cortez, Oswald Peraza, Everson Pereira, and Clayton Beater for Mason Miller. I don't know. I would not go higher than that. Yeah. Odor, he's still playing in. Let's see, actually. Odor. Yankees. Ferdinand Odor, Yankees. Okay. All right. Been 203, 4 home runs, 18 ribbies. Oh, that was 2023. Okay. He's only 30 years old right now. Let's see how he's doing right now. Let me pull up 2024. They signed him April 5th to a minor league deal. Let's see. Not seeing any stats for 2024 for Odor. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Oh, wait a second. No, I'm not seeing anything past 2023. But we know he's a feisty guy. And when he was with the Yankees, he wasn't a guy that blew up the stat sheets, but he always got clutch hits. Clutch hits, clutch home runs, either tie the game, put him in the lead, and so on and so forth. So he came through in the clutch more often than not. He did. Torres has no trade value, right? Yeah, this is true, Consigliere. He really doesn't. You'd have to package him with someone else. At the very least. At least. Right? Mm-hmm. Shame was hoping. Yeah, murder throw. Now, taking Holmes on this fourthly. Would I have taken him out, strike zone? Probably. Yeah. Well, it's Jim Murder means We don't. I think one of the problems is we putting a positive spin on DJ coming back. One of the problems we don't know what he's going to do when he comes back here, and what capacity he's going to come back. Are they expecting him to just go right into the starting line, but all the guys sitting? Like, how can we ease him back in so that you're not compromising the fitness and the rest of the crew, right? So, not compromising the defense, not compromising the chemistry, and so on. Got to figure that out. But it's true they don't have any massive glaring holes. You're right about that, Ken. Yeah. I would have probably taken Holmes when it was 4-3. I would have probably put in a defensive replacement for Gleyber Torres at second base in a fee, I think. No, we'll see. Well, Torres will get reduced playing time with DJ. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. The shift balance, maybe a little. Maybe. Yeah. Trade Holmes for a Blue Jay. Who, Josh? What are you trading for a Blue Jay? What Blue Jay would we trade him for? They would kill us. He went over to Toronto. And he was like shutting us down all the time. That would suck. That would suck so bad. I know. Honestly, NFE, they gotta get over it. Like, pissed about DJ coming back. I mean, he's a trusted veteran. He's a classy player. He's a solid player. When he's on, he's on. You gotta keep him healthy. But what he brings to the table is contact hitting and defense and professionalism. He brings a lot to the table, and that just can't be replaced by anybody. Don't like that. Hmm? Yeah. Because then you have a second baseman and compliment the Holmes, so you can. Yeah, but I don't know what second baseman would be available, right? Mm-hmm. Right, Aiden? Jemai Jones second base tomorrow and sit Torres. You never know. I mean, like the other day they played Tonkin, for like two. Was it yesterday? Or the year before 2 1/3 innings, and which is uncharacteristically high. So, but maybe that's because they want to get use out of him, so they can boost his trade value and then move him or DFA him once Kenny comes back. And Tonkin goes out, and the marketer gets DFA'd. Yeah. 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 When DJ's on, he's on, James. No doubt about that. Exactly, too. Yep. Cashman addressed all the holes that we complained about last year. Every single one of them he addressed. Helsley, I've seen a lot of folks are going to give Helsley a big vote of confidence. All right. Cool. Cashman calls Steve Sachs. Wow. Wow. Oh, damn. If he's playing, yeah, exactly, Ken. It's they'd have to trade him somewhere to get more for him to get more playing time elsewhere. Yep, could be DJ second, third, Birdie at second. You never know. Once if they move Torres, they could shift around the infield. No doubt about it. No doubt. Hmm. Spell 3 guys in the infield with a capable player. Healthy. Yeah, I mean, Greg, I think it'll be 4 or 5, but we'll see. And him coming back is an encouraging thing. Hmm. Yeah, Halsey wants to get a contract done from Juan Soto and Jack Curry. Yeah, I mean, he wants to get done before the season's over, so they can just put that to the side and focus on the offseason of getting better. So, yeah, AAA Torres Peraza second base. I mean, it could be. That could be the solution for these guys once Peraza becomes available. Yep. Yeah, it's a good point, Xbox guy. Let's see. All right. Yeah, no kidding. I'm gonna wrap it up too. I actually gotta run to the market and get some snacks for my girls, all that stuff. So I'm gonna do a late night run to the shop right over here. But have a great night. Again, tonight's it's a crappy loss, but again, tomorrow's another day. Let's shake it off. We'll come back. We have our team here. Okay, it's a special team. It's a great team. They will rebound from this. I'm confident of that. Okay, so hang in there, gang. Really, peace and love to all of you. Hit the like button on the way, and if you haven't done that, be sure to sub if you haven't done that yet too. It's greatly appreciated. So, and again, it's you folks that make this place better. So keep bringing the comments. Keep bringing them. So, well, yeah, Weaver and Holmes. Weaver, they got on a 2-year deal, Ken. So they do have an option for 2025 on Weaver, which is good, but not on Clay Holmes. So not on Clay Holmes, but that's something we'll talk about as well. Buckeye, thank you so much as always, my friend. But have a great night, everybody. Thank you so much for, as always, your support, everything you do, being part of this channel. Talk to you tomorrow.